Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Man here. Hope you're doing well. So we are about to hit summer movie season. Yes, it is already here. Now some people will be like, no it isn't. Summer doesn't begin until like June 21st. No, in the movie world, summer begins May 1st and it ends the end of August. So between May through August, it is considered summer movie season. Which means we're almost halfway through 2024 already. It's summer movie season. One of the best seasons of the year. At least not unless you, other than for 2020. Normally the summer movie season is one of the best seasons of the year. Last year we got a lot of great summer movies. They might have not made money, but they were still really good. And then 2022 we had a good amount. But this summer, summer is back, baby. I'm going to run down the movies I'm looking forward to the most, and not in particular order. I'm just going through each month, May, June, July, August, and which ones have stuck out to me. And I'm going to have a few honorable mentions on here. Now, these movies are the ones that are going to be in theaters. I'm not going to really bring up the ones that are going to be on like Amazon, Netflix, stuff like that. I might mention one or two of those in my honorable mentions. But for the most part, these are the movies that are going to be in the theater. Here we go. Starting out this coming week, in fact, the first week of May, we got the Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, directed by David Leitch, The Fall Guy. This is getting great reviews. It has like an 80-something, almost 90% on Rotten Tomatoes already. I heard it's great. The action, the comedy, there's even romance. There's almost like a romance comedy action movie. David Leitch has been known for going back to the first John Wick, Deadpool 2, Atomic Blonde, Bullet Train, and now he has this movie out. It reminds me of The Nice Guys, where he has the action and comedy at the same time. And you know what? I realized the other night when I was putting together this list, we missed that. We almost had that unofficial trilogy. You realize that? We almost had that unofficial trilogy. The Nice Guys, Ryan Gosling. Now we got The Fall Guy, Ryan Gosling. You know what was in the middle of those two movies? Free Guy. But instead of Ryan Gosling, we got Ryan Reynolds. Could you imagine if Free Guy had Ryan Gosling? That would have been the unofficial Guy trilogy. Nice Guys, Free Guy, Fall Guy, Guy. Then we move on to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I am a fan of the Apes franchise. Going all the way back to the original. No, I was not alive when the original came out, but I did watch it when I was like in middle school and high school. I saw the Tim Burton remake in the theater that summer of 2001, and the recent rebooted trilogy with Andy Serkis as Caesar are great movies. That's why one of the best trilogies of the 21st century. Then we got If. This is a new John Krasinski directed film. John Krasinski directed The Quiet Place 1 and The Quiet Place 2. I love the first The Quiet Place. And this one we have Ryan Reynolds starring. It reminds me of a Pixar movie, but live action. And a little bit of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Actors, real life actors, interacting with animated characters. I also have like a Toy Story feel. Looking forward to it. I'm still a little bit on the fence. It can be really good or just like, that was okay. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad Boys Ride or Die. I'm glad they were able to pick a title that worked, even though the last movie, Bad Boys for Life, would have been the perfect title for number 4. Bad Boys for Life. But ride or die, they said that in all the Bad Boys. We ride or die. Bad Boys for Life. And, I liked the last Bad Boys that came out in 2020. I actually thought it was one of the better Bad Boys movies. I'm a huge fan of the second Bad Boys movie, the Michael Bay film. That movie's action-packed, really funny, perfect summer movie blockbuster. And I'm glad we're going back in the summer movie season with the new Bad Boys. Inside Out 2. This is a sequel to the original Inside Out from 2015. We've only had to wait 9 years. The first Inside Out was my favorite movie of 2015. Now Riley, the little girl, is now a teenager, dealing with all those hormonal teenage moments in high school. Oh boy. A lot of new emotions. One of them voiced by Maya Hawke. So I am looking forward to Inside Out 2. If it's as good as the original, yeah. The Bike Riders. This is a movie that was supposed to come out last fall, but like a week or like a month before it came out, Disney dropped the distribution. Then someone else picked it up, and they bumped it to the summer. It also was in the middle of the actors' strike, so I'm looking forward to this. You got Tom Hardy, you got Austin Butler, you got Jodie Comer. Austin Butler's on a rise between Elvis and Dune. You got Tom Hardy. Who doesn't like Tom Hardy? I do. And Jodie Comer's on the rise. You got a new Western. Something we don't get every day. Directed by the man, the one, the only, the man himself. The Godfather of Westerns. Well, maybe not the Godfather. Maybe the son of the Godfather. He's like the Michael Corleone of the Godfather. I'm talking about Kevin Costner with his new 4-part Western movie, whatever you want to call it. We're going to get Part 1 and Part 2 this summer. Part 1 comes out in June. Part 2 comes out in August. Only about 6 weeks apart. Hoorah! It is called Horizon. It's Chapter 1, Chapter 2. We'll be getting this summer. It has a great cast. I'm not going to name all of them. There's a lot of them. I love that first trailer. Can't wait. Quiet Place Day 1. This is a prequel to the first 2 of Quiet Place movies. Hence, Day 1. This is going to be set in New York. New York is very loud. Very, very loud. So I'm curious. You got Joseph Quinn, Lupita Nyong'o, and Djimon Hounsou, who was actually in A Quiet Place Part 2, is going to be in this movie, so I'm really looking forward to that. Directed by John Krasinski. We got a movie I am really looking forward to coming out in July, and that is... I gotta call you back. We got cows. Cows. That's right. Almost 30 years later, we're finally getting a new Twisters movie. Twister was a classic 90s disaster movie with the late Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and like I said, the woman who was also in The Lost Boys. We got cows. We're finally getting a... Now, some people have called it a sequel. Some people have called it a reboot. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a connection to the original. I know at one point they were trying to get Helen Hunt to return. Maybe she does make a cameo. I don't know. Glenn Powell, my boy, the new hunk in Hollywood. coming off Anyone But You. I'm looking forward to seeing him. You got Daisy Edgar Jones in here. You got Anthony Ramos in here. The first one is a huge hit. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Food! Food! Bill, she missed the truck. That was awesome! That was awesome! We got, obviously, probably the biggest movie of the summer coming out. The most anticipated movie of the summer. The only Marvel movie to come out this year. Deadpool and Wolverine. We got Ryan Reynolds back as Deadpool. We got our boy, our man, still going strong 24 years later. Hugh Jackman's The Wolverine. That new trailer that just dropped last week looked great. People were worried, oh no, it's going to the MCU. It's not going to be R-rated. It's not going to be foul-mouthed. It's not going to be inappropriate. Well, that last trailer proved everyone wrong. So, hopefully what we saw in the trailer isn't the only funny moments. Then I will be bummed. But we got Deadpool and Wolverine at the end of July. Trapped. A new M. Night Shyamalan movie. I like this premise. A father takes his daughter to a concert. Security shows up, tries to lock the place down to get the serial killer. And little do we know, the serial killer is actually Josh Hartnett, the father taking his daughter to a concert. Oh boy. There's obviously going to be a lot of twists and turns in this. It is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Coming out at the perfect time in August, just like The Village, just like Signs came out in August of their respective years. I like Josh Hartnett getting a kind of rejuvenating his career between being in the last couple of Guy Ritchie movies, between last year's Oppenheimer for Christopher Nolan, and now being in an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I'm not saying that I'm a huge Josh Hartnett fan. I just say it's nice to see the guy. He was the Glenn Powell of the early 2000s. So, now we got Glenn Powell and Josh Hartnett in the same summer. What could go wrong? We got Alien Romulus. Directed by Fede Alvarez, who did Don't Breathe and the Evil Dead remake of 2013. Two great horror movies, both very different from one another. This Alien movie takes place between Alien 1 and Aliens. So basically between Ridley Scott's movie and James Cameron movie. We got Kaylee Spaney as our main lead in here. Also Isabella Merced is also in here. That first teaser trailer looked scary. It looked great. A lot of practical effects. A lot of makeup. Practical. Not much CGI. Thank you, Lord. I'm a huge fan of the Alien franchise. Number 1, Furiosa. This is the Mad Max prequel that deals with the Furiosa character that we saw Charlize Theron play in Mad Max Fury Road. This time it's going to be played by Anya Taylor-Joy. We also got Chris Hemsworth in there. We got The Watchers. This is directed by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. So we're going to get 2 Shyamalan movies this summer. One from M. Night, the father, and then one from the daughter. It's a father-daughter thing. This stars Dakota Fanning. I might see Dakota Fanning having an upstart. Once again, I don't like Josh Hartnett. Funny enough, Josh Hartnett, M. Night Shyamalan, Dakota Fanning, Shyamalan's daughter. Both rejuvenating their careers. Dakota Fanning, like I said, we saw her last year in The Equalizer 3, teaming up with Denzel again. I enjoyed that. She was in the Netflix series Ripley about a month ago, and now she's going to be in a new a Shyamalan film. So that could be interesting. They got Longlegs. This is a serial killer movie starring Micah Monroe. I like her. She does a lot of independent horror films, like It Follows, The Watcher in 2022. She's done a lot of other smaller independent films. And this one we have Nicolas Cage as a serial killer. Can't go wrong with that. We got Fly Me to the Moon. I think that's a Frank Sinatra song. Starring Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. It's like a romance, comedy, movie. It looks interesting. I like the trailer. Channing Tatum. I was about to say Channing Taters. Very different person. They meet up. He goes to work for NASA. He's an astronaut. And then they want to send someone to the moon. But then they realize they can't. So they fake the moon landing. That has always been a conspiracy that, no, the moon landing's been faked. Because why haven't we gone there again since 1969? And they even bring up Stanley Kubrick. And that has also been a theory that Stanley Kubrick came in and directed the fake moon landing. It looks fun. It looks like a nice romantic comedy mixed in with some conspiracy. If it gets good reviews, it'll be a perfect movie to go on a date with. Borderlands. It is based on a video game directed by Eli Roth. They got Kate Blanchett, Jack Black, Gina Gershon, Jamie Lee Curtis, Ariana Greenblatt. This looks like Guardians of the Galaxy meets the Suicide Squad. Now, there's another one where it could be the surprise hit of the summer, a sleeper hit, kind of like that first Guardians movie. No one knew what to expect, and it just blew up. Or it could be like that first Suicide Squad. Our two streaming movies I'm looking forward to. Number 1, Hitman, directed by Richard Linklater, starring my boy, Glenn Powell. It's been circling a lot of film festivals, has like over a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. It must be great. This was up for distribution. Netflix picked it up. So it wasn't like an original Netflix movie, because those can definitely be very much hit or miss. This could have been picked up by anybody else, Warner Brothers, Sony, Universal, but Netflix bought it. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we got Beverly Hills Cop 4, or Beverly Hills Axel. Eddie Murphy is back as Axel Foley. You got the two cops from the original back also. Looking forward to seeing them again. Judge Reynolds. I'm looking forward to both of those Netflix movies. I think Hitman comes out in June. I think Beverly Hills Cop 4 comes out in July. So, yeah, those are my movies I'm looking forward to this summer. There's going to be a lot of them. Let me know in the comments below, which ones are you looking forward to the most? Any of these are on your list? Or are there ones that I didn't mention that you're like, I can't wait for that one? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Man here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment.